Okay, well, welcome back to my garage. Today I got myself a little table because we're going to be doing work on the Equinox today. We have AC condenser that needs to be replaced, so let's get to, we have to first take the bumper off, which is not really that hard. It's just time consuming, but once we get that off, the condenser is right there. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's right there, easy to get to. Give us a good chance to clean inside the bumper, like the spots where in here where we hook up the toe and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and get this done. Okay, now we have the whole bumper off, which really didn't take that long to get it off. It's just me getting other things. Get the bolts out of here, the two down here, and it just clipped on here. And then you got a couple, the plastic clips here. You got to get these three off because this one right here hides this one, or you can do like I did over here because the top of this one broke. Just get the one right here off, and it releases that one from the bumper. So now got to take the shield off, and there is our AC leak. We can see the dye around it. So what we're going to go ahead and do is get this out, and we will show you the next step. Well, now we got more off. We got that top air dam off, well, whatever it's called, off. The bottom piece is blocked by the power steering cooling lines, but under here we really get to see the leak now, all over the place. So yeah, this thing's been leaking for a minute, and the funny thing is when looking it up, how to find a leak, this is pretty standard on this model car, and leak in this area. So I don't know, but because we have a toe, we had to replace our bumper piece. Impact guard is different. It's this piece instead. Doesn't take up all this area right here as a normal Equinox would, because we flat tow our car behind a motorhome. So this for us is going to be, for me, is going to be much easier. Well, excuse me, as you can see, is much easier to go ahead and replace. Actually, now that I look at it, I might be able to go ahead and unbolt this cooler line and just move it out the way. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and unbolt it, move it out of the way so I can take this off. It's got only one bolt left. I don't know what the heck happened to that one. But anyway, yeah, so the impact guard there is different because this is used to connect to the frame to tow. So I'll go ahead and get this finished up, and then I'll show the installation of the new condenser. Okay, as I've seen before on all the other channels, be careful because GM uses blue Loctite to hold this bolt down, which bolts down to a plastic radiator. And if you're not careful, I didn't do it to mine, but you can see that how it bounces back and forth on that plastic tab. Break it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take these little needle nose pliers, well, maybe not, I'm going to get something in here to where I can hold this so that it doesn't bounce on and off this plastic tab and break it and chew it up, because I don't want to go ahead and be replacing a radiator at the same time just because this won't have a support because this plastic tab broke. Yeah. Okay, so I decided to take the long route and go ahead and remove the headlight, which is 4 bolts, one here, and 2 up here, so that I could easier get the needle nose pliers to hold here, because it looks like it was starting to dig into that plastic tab. And like I said, that's the last thing I need. But quick secret tip right there. And with that, we have it removed. Don't know exactly where the leak is coming from. I would guess probably, well, who knows. This is the backside of the condenser. Obviously, it is leaking everywhere. And man, it could be multiple things, but it is tough to tell. I'm gonna guess this is probably, who knows, not even gonna guess, not even gonna assume. Can't see where it's coming from or anything like that. You can see through it nicely, except for right around there. But either way, it's leaking, it's out. New one is sitting here. They both match up. So I'm gonna go ahead, put the new one in, put it all back together, recharge the system, and never have to worry about charging it again with these little cans individually. Keep it charged once and let it go. Oh, and yes, I also do have all the new O-rings that I'm going to go ahead and replace, since it is just 2 of them right here. So I'm going to go ahead and search down the new right ones and put them in. And yeah, there was still stuff in the lines that leaked out, so gonna go hunt down the correct ones, put them right there so that we can prevent leaks from that area. So we'll do that now. Okay, just ran out here to check the vacuum. Well, still holding vacuum. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and run the vacuum pump now for 45 minutes to pull any moisture and anything else left inside the system out, so that when we go to fill it back up, it gets properly filled. And that's that. So we'll see. For you, be back in a second. For me, be about 45 minutes. Okay, we got the vacuum done and we got our math done. We need all 12 ounces of this, and we need to take 10 ounces out of there, which means when I get that hooked up and taking out of here, we'll only be weighing 4.9 ounces on the scale for this last one. So what we're going to do now is get it all cranked up and get it pulling in there, charged, and hopefully done. Okay, so we got the AC done. It is nice and cold to the point to where we got to turn it down because it is so cold in the car now. So that is it. Don't know what else to say, but we got it done. Like I said, I wasn't going to show the whole thing because I had done it once before on this car, showing the process how I replaced the compressor, you know, and then charged it, and all the steps through the compressor after changing the compressor and charging it and stuff like that. So that's why I didn't do the whole process through the Equinox. So I'm just doing a quick video on how to change that condenser on that car at least, and checking for leaks and how to, you know, vacuum test it. But other than that, that's it for today. Hopefully tomorrow we will be respraying this that I sand. Now that I sanded it, I got my settings on my gun reset. I learned a few things about setting the pressure on the gun. I had it wrong. I set the pressure through the line pressure through the tank, which was wrong. I should have set it through the dial on the gun itself. So I have that corrected. So hopefully this will come out better this time, versus the first time. So we'll see. Until then, like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching the video.